And it's a story that you should really give a lot of heart to and think about what the meaning of giving is all about. I do a lot of philanthropic things. I do a lot of charity work. I spend a lot of time trying to either raise money or giving money myself or spending time that I have to help people. I also do things that are unconventional. I will pay for the toll for the guy who's behind me and he doesn't know it. I will put money in the parking meter of the person next to me before they can. I will buy the groceries of the person behind me before they know it. I will give the store clerk $20 on a 90-cent pack of gum and walk away. I'm not getting anything back from them. Okay? I do it because I can make a difference in their life. And I'll tell you, I was sitting in a restaurant. I buy meals for people a lot. And I was sitting in a nice restaurant, nice Italian restaurant. And I saw this couple. Actually, it was two couples. Looked like a mother and father and like a son and daughter. Maybe the son and daughter were like 20, young 20s. And it looked like they were having a good time. She looked like she was engaged, and it looked like they were having a lot of fun. And so I went ahead and I paid for their dinner. I don't know them. They don't know me. And I'm sitting at a table where these able people are, and you can see the waiter. The way the experience is, the waiter goes over to their table, and at the time that their bill is coming in, and you see him going like this, pointing at me. Now, I picked up their tab, and I'm sitting with a friend of mine, and this is what the people's faces were. They don't know who I am. They're like, some guy over there bought me dinner. We must know him. We have to know him because who buys us dinner unless we know him? So there's this panic on their face of, holy cow, what if he comes over? We're going to have to go over and thank him. I don't even know the guy. And you hear them mumbling, like, I get up. I'm wearing an immaculate suit, so I look like some heavy hitter, professional, something of some importance. And I walk over, and of course, the older man of the family stands up. And you could tell that everybody, and you could tell that everyone at the table was almost uncomfortable. And I reached my hand out to him, and I said, "You don't know me." And there was both a sigh and a, like, well, what are you doing? And they stood there with this kind of pregnant pause saying, well, what is this about? I said, I wanted to let you know that I bought you dinner. I wanted to let you know that I bought you dinner because I could. And I figured it would make you really happy. And they were very quiet. They didn't say a word, and there was this emotion upon them of disbelief. And I introduced myself, and they introduced themselves. And the older gentleman said, well, how do we thank you? How do we, there's nothing I can give you. Your meal's already paid for. I said, do it for somebody else. If you'll do me that courtesy of buying a meal for someone else you don't know, you will have made my day. I shake the man's hand. I leave. Let's go a year later. Big Marlins game down in Miami. I got some friends of mine. They say, listen, we're getting a whole group of people together. It's going to be like 28 or 30 of us. Friends and friends all together. We got tickets right behind the home plate. Great seats. We're all going to have fun. And so we all come. And everybody's coming from different places. They're all will call the tickets. And they all sit down. And I know some of the people and whatever. And the game starts. About a quarter of the way through the game, there's a woman sitting in front of me. She turns to her girlfriend and says, I got to tell you the story. You're not going to believe the story. You're just not going to believe the story. But I'm going to tell it to you anyway. And she says, we went out to dinner one night. Must have been a year ago. And, we're having a great time. It was my engagement. And my husband, I'm now married. I was with him. We were celebrating. And, we ordered this expensive wine and this and that. And our check was picked up by some guy. We didn't even know the guy. The guy was dressed nice. He was a nice-looking fella. He came over. He shook our hands. He was so professional and so elegant. And he just, what he said to us? His only response was, we should do it for someone else. Now, she doesn't know. I'm sitting right behind her. She's just one of the group of friends. And she's telling the story, and the rest of the people start listening in. So you have it's now a group of 20. They're all got the ear listening to her. And she says, you won't believe what we did. We went and we bought lunch for this couple when we were out. First of all, before I even tell you that, she said, we talked about this for weeks. What would possess? Are there really people that are that good? Is it possible that someone could be that thoughtful? Or what was his angle? What was his ulterior motive? And finally, we bought lunch for another couple. We didn't know them. And we did exactly what he did. We got it. We walked over. They said, why are you buying us lunch? We don't even know you. And they said, she said, because I can. She was all proud of herself, because I can. She said, it changed our lives. This guy we didn't know changed our lives. You know what we started doing? We talked to our neighbors. We started this neighborhood thing where each month somebody in the neighborhood would bring something over to everyone. Cookie month, I made chocolate chip cookies for 12 different houses. The next month, somebody made, chicken. The next month, and it was just this big thing. We do it on the first Sunday of every month, and we became closer to our friends than we ever were. And we told them about this story, and then they would come over and tell us these incredible stories of people they did things for. Not even buying lunch. They donated time. They helped somebody out. It was unbelievable. And she's going on. I'm sitting back there listening. I'm not saying a word. Even I have two friends of mine, really good friends of mine. They're leaning forward and going, this story, I can hear them saying, this story's incredible. Who is this guy? This is my friend. I was laughing because my friend's right next to me going, who is that guy? That guy doesn't exist. Who is that guy? And she's telling the story. I'm telling you, I'm not making this stuff up. I couldn't make this stuff up. After about 35 minutes of her telling the story, I leaned forward and said, how was the veal parmesan that night? Now, I knew she was having veal parmesan. Nobody in the entire stadium knew she. She turned around and her eyes dripped up her head and she goes, that's the guy! That's the guy! That's the guy! Everyone, that's the guy! That's the guy! She said it like 7 times. That's the guy! That is the guy! And she hugs me and says, you won't believe what you did for my life. I am not the same person I was before. And everybody, my friend says, my friend, he's like my best friend for years, he goes, you're the guy? You're the guy? I go, I'm the guy. I'm the guy. And these people came up to me, and they hugged me, and my friends, listen, guys hug. My friends came up to me and said, that is awesome, man. You not only changed them, you changed us, because we want to go do that and find out what it is. You don't think the power of giving is strong? You don't think the power that you have within you to affect another person is strong? Believe it. I will tell you, you will leave an indelible imprint on everyone around you.